Welcome to the heart of the matter with Zoe. Today we delve into the story that touched many souls and hearts. Imagine, if you will, a young man behind the wheel, navigating the familiar roads of Pretoria West on a seemingly ordinary evening. You pick up what seemed to be a couple, but before you reach the requested destination, everything turns violent. What should have been a simple ride turns into a nightmare. This is the story of Isaac David Satlat, a 22-year-old Nigerian student whose life was brutally cut short on February 11th, 2026. As we unpack this heartbreaking story, let's hold space for the grief, the outrage, and the urgent questions it raises about safety in our shared spaces. Let me take you back to that fateful night. Isaac, a final-year mobile engineering student at a local university, was just weeks away from graduation. Isaac balanced his studies with hard work as a Bolt e-hailing driver, supporting his family back in Nigeria and dreaming big. Advanced studies in Canada were on the horizon. He had plans, ambitions, a future brimming with promise. But on that Saturday evening, around 8 p.m., he picked up what seemed like routine passengers, initially a man and a woman. What unfolded next was captured in chilling detail by his dashcam footage that has since circulated widely online, sparking waves of shock across South Africa and Nigeria. The video is just heartbreaking. The passengers hijacked Isaac during the ride. They strangled him in a violent and premeditated act that leaves one breathless just thinking about it. His body was callously dumped in the Atteridgeville area, along with his car, stripped of valuables. Can you imagine the terror he must have felt in those final moments? The betrayal of trust in a service meant to connect and protect. It's these details that haunt us, reminding us how fragile life can be in the blink of an eye. The discovery of Isaac's body the next day sent ripples of horror through his community. His father, upon identifying the remains, was so overcome with shock that he was hospitalized.
Isaac, obviously, is a young man who's very sociable, very adventurous, 22. He was actually supposed to be turning 23 on the 12th of March. So in a few weeks, he was supposed to turn 23. Unfortunately, we don't have him anymore. He's very creative with his hands. That's why he studied automobile engineering, because he loves to do stuff. He loves to touch stuff. And he's a very likable guy, sociable. He does a bit of modeling with his friends. He helps out in church. The family is looking forward to hearing that these guys are going to be in prison. I think by then, that would be when they would begin to bring closure. But for now, they're going through pain. His mother in Nigeria and two of his siblings, they're still shocked. And I think they're going to be more broken when his body arrives in Nigeria. When we repatriate his body to Nigeria, that's when they're going to really be more broken. We're doing a fundraise to repatriate his body. We do not intend to bury him here. We intend to take him over to Nigeria to bury him.
Isaac wasn't just a driver or a student. He was a devoted churchgoer, a pillar for his family, sending remittances home to support them. Friends and family described him as kind, diligent, always with a smile. Now, let's turn to the pursuit of justice, where developments have unfolded swiftly. 3 suspects were arrested in the days following the murder. Dikaletti Mpela, believed to be around 24 or 25, Goitsione Machidi, about 25 or 26, and McLaren Mushwana, aged 30. They face serious charges: premeditated murder, hijacking, and robbery with aggravating circumstances. On February 16, 2026, they appeared in the Pretoria Magistrates Court. In a move that speaks volumes about the gravity of the case, the suspects abandoned their bail applications. The magistrate remanded them in custody, postponing the matter to February 23rd for further investigation.
The accused persons appeared before the court this morning. ranging from age 30 to 25. They are facing a charge of premeditated murder and robbery with aggravating circumstances. In court, they opted to abandon their bail application, and the matter was postponed to the 23rd of February for further investigations.
The developments bring a glimmer of accountability, but it's just the beginning. Prosecutors are building a strong case, with the dashcam evidence likely playing a pivotal role. Isaac's story isn't isolated. It's a mirror to systemic issues plaguing South Africa. E-hailing drivers risk their lives daily amid rising crime rates. Reports from the South African Police Service indicate a spike in vehicle hijackings, particularly in Gauteng. Companies like Bolt have responded with statements of condolence and promises to enhance safety protocols, perhaps more rigorous passenger verification or assessments. But the question remains, will that be sufficient? Reflect with me for a moment. What if this were your brother, your son? The pain of Isaac's family is our collective pain. His father's hospitalization from sheer grief underscores the human cost. We must not let this fade into another statistic. Instead, let's channel our outrage into action. As we wrap up this episode, I urge you to always stay safe, share Isaac's story responsibly, and advocate for change. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, take care of one another.